Welcome back to our Twin Flame Connection series. Today we will talk about The Devil Wears Prada. So without further ado, let's begin. Glory to God. I better get comfortable, so I think I gotta go to work here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And as always, these are sent in by my sister Amber. We start off with seeing the girls that work at Runway Company dress for work versus how Andy, the person going in for an interview, dresses. This can be symbolic. Amber keeps hearing build from the ground up, and even the best start out at the bottom. This movie takes place in New York, which I see as a common theme lately with movies taking place in New York. Andy wears casual clothes while the people who work for Runway wear fancy designer clothes. This can be the difference between awakened and unawakened. The awakened are people who work in Runway and wear designer clothes, while unawakened people wear casual clothes. 111, sister time confirming as Amber writes this. This is like 3D versus 5D, Amber kept hearing. We see rich girls taking a taxi to work. It could mean that you need to stop worrying of being late or rushing to your destination and to just enjoy the journey. We see Andy take a subway to work. As we know, subways go really fast. Maybe that means she is worried too much about pleasing others that she forgets to take care for herself. We meet Emily, who overworks herself. It is very clear from the start. Divine feminines, we are 100% guilty of doing this. We must slow down at times. We need to breathe and take it one day at a time. This journey is not a race. Everything will happen in divine timing, for this journey is a destination. Emily finds out Andy does not know who Miranda is, even though she is applying to work for her. Some people do not recognize your work, or your worth. So don't try to impress people. The people who are meant to be in your life will stay in your life. Emily gets a text saying Miranda is arriving early, and everyone scatters for everything to look perfect for her liking. Amber has mixed emotions about this because, yes, it is nice to be seen and be liked, but is it worth all the stress that they are dealing with? You must ask yourself, if what are you doing, is it what you really want? Miranda walks out of her limo and into the elevator. This is a reminder things will always go up when you start at ground level. Everything will work out for the greater good. Everyone avoids Miranda when walking by. Divine feminines, this could mean others may be intimidated by your light. Keep shining bright, my light workers. Never dim your light. Emily must write thousands of notes. This is how Amber writing notes for this YouTube channel, and both of us writing notes when we have to, go over movies and take notes from our spirit guides to write down notes. But that's a whole another video. So Amber, she rewatches movies so many times to dissect each movie that is reviewed on this channel, like I just said. Everyone believes Andy is hopeless from the start because she isn't like everyone else. Amber keeps hearing, prove them wrong. Maybe that's an important message for someone out there. Andy is a journalist. We are currently writing a book and we write poetry. Maybe this is confirmation for us, Amber and I, that our dream will come true at becoming writers. Andy makes a speech saying she knows she is not perfect, she's not skinny, and she doesn't know about fashion, but that she is a fast learner and she is a hard worker. Now during this scene, her mom made a point, Amber's mom made a point saying when she took off her glasses and she looked at Miranda's way of saying to take a chance on her. Oh, not Amber's mom, I'm sorry. Miranda said it. Oh my Jesus Christ. Way of saying to take a chance on her, and that she gave her a chance because she reminds Miranda of herself when she was younger. We cut to Andy having dinner with her boyfriend and her best friends, telling them she got a job at a fashion magazine company as Miranda's assistant. Her friends love her and believe in her. That is so important, to have friends who believe in one another and believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. Your best friends can remind you of exactly who you are. We cut to the morning where she is woken up by a phone call from Emily at 6:15 a.m. She wants coffee ordered extra hot. Coffee can represent getting ready for the day and keep your energy up. She gets to work and their job is to answer calls and man the desk at all times because Miranda hates it when calls go to voicemail. Voicemail. Whoa, major download. A missed call is a missed opportunity. Emily's dream is to go to Paris and she works extremely hard to make sure she gets to go to Paris and get designer clothes and meet famous designers and go to all the parties. She wants to be rewarded for her hard work and dedication. Nigel gives Andy designer shoes, and from the very start, Nigel takes care of Andy like how our guides and angels take us under their wing. Miranda calls Andy Emily on purpose because she is the new Emily. Whoa, okay. So I just saw a quote on Instagram and it says, comparison kills personality, meaning that when you compare yourself to others, it damages your self-esteem and what makes you unique. Personality has the word personal in it. This is a reminder to be who you are and to not let others bring you down. Again, oh my Lord, again with the sevens, Andy is on 7th Avenue. Could this be a sign of luck is on your sign? She gets more coffee and gets skirts and scarves. Could be a sign to bundle up during a storm and keep calm. Also to keep your energy up. Energy could also mean keep high spirits. She tells Nigel she doesn't see the point in changing everything about herself because she isn't going to be in Runway forever. She loves herself for who she is, and that should be what matters. Nigel says, tiny man, huge ego. Ooh, true masculine's ego is so big. At the run through, Andrea laughs because she thinks fashion is just stuff. She doesn't see the meaning behind the runway. Miranda says, oh, okay, so you think this has nothing to do with you. You go to your closet and select that lumpy blue sweater, for instance, because you're trying to tell the world that you take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back. But what you don't realize is this sweater isn't just blue. It's not turquoise. It's not lapis. It's actually Curulin. You're also unaware of the fact that in 2002, Oscar de la Renta did a collection of Curulin gowns, and Curulin showed up in 8 different designers. Then it filtered down to the designer store, then trickled on down to them tragical corner store where you fished it out of some clearance bin. However, that blue represents millions of dollars and countless jobs, and it's sort of comical how you think you made a choice that exempts you from the fashion industry, when in fact, you're wearing a sweater that was selected for you by the people in this room from a pile of stuff. Whoa, okay, breathe. I know this was a lot for this part, but this whole thing is so important because fashion represents how you view yourself, how you want others to see you, how you want to be recognized as. You know that saying, clothing can often tell how a person acts. This can be true in a sense. Simply take Vera Wang, for example. She does warm, soft, and gorgeous clothes, meaning she wants others to feel comfortable in who they are and still wants you to feel like the clothes were designed for your very own liking. Croft and Barrow is more floral and pattern clothing, showing the uniqueness in a person. We should take time during the day to look at ourselves in the mirror and do some mirror magic and appreciate the time and effort that it takes to make these wonderful clothings. Choose something you can see yourself wearing and look in the mirror longer to see the amount of dedication these designers put into these clothes. How many sleepless nights did it take for them, and how much blood, sweat, and tears are poured out to make sure people feel perfect in their clothing? Sorry for that long analyzation. there. Let's keep a going. We then cut to Andy telling her boyfriend about her day. He knows how stressed she is and makes her a grilled cheese sandwich. I love me some grilled cheese to show his appreciation towards her. He even pours her a glass of wine to remind her to relax and not stress out about work for tonight. Andy said, I can't let her see that she gets to me. Her boyfriend replies saying, easy there, Tiger. I like that he says this to her because it shows that he knows her worth and knows she can do anything she sets her mind to. Her dad flies in from Chicago to express concerns about her working so late all the time and all the stress. Andy dads give her rent money. Divine Feminines, maybe some of you have money rolling in. Ooh. Miranda's flight is canceled because of a hurricane, and she wants Andy to find a way to get her home for the kids' recital. She misses the girls' recital and blames Andy for it. She belittles Andy and said she had hope, but she was by far her biggest disappointment. Andy walks out crying and goes straight to Nigel. She then tells Nigel Miranda hates her. Nigel and Andy have a major conversation that is so pinnacle and important. Nigel tells her to quit and that he can give the job to a girl who truly wants it. Andy said she doesn't want to quit. She wants her to acknowledge that she is unaliving herself trying. And Nigel says she isn't trying, she is whining. He then goes on to say, what is it that you want me to say to you? Do you want me to say, poor you? Miranda's picking on you, poor Andy, wake up. 6. She's just doing her job. Don't you know that you are working at a place that published some of the greatest artists of the century? Houston, Lagerfeld, De La Renta, and what they created was greater than art because you live your life in it. You think this is just a magazine. This is not just a magazine. This is a shining beacon of hope for, I don't know, let's say a young boy growing up in Rhode Island with 6 brothers pretending to go to soccer when he was really going to sewing class and reading Runway under the covers at night with a flashlight. You have no idea how many legends have walked these halls. And what's worse is you don't even care because this place is where so many people would die to work. You only dang to work. And you want to know why she doesn't kiss you on the forehead and give you a gold star on your homework at the end of the day? Wake up, sweetheart. Wake up, divine counterparts. Put into work, and they will mirror you. In Nigel's mind, the fashion magazine was his safe haven. It was his escape from reality. He didn't fit the status quo of who he should be. He broke free of gender norms and became the person he wanted to be. To some people, safe haven is fashion. Others, like me and my sister, our solitude is writing and drawing. We both write and draw when we want to. And also bringing YouTube videos for you guys, this brings us great solace and happiness. And we are more than happy to do it for you guys because this is what we love. Nigel then willingly takes her under his wing and helps her and being like her guide through the stressful work environment. It can take a toll on her, and he knows that, so she will always have someone to talk to when things get tough. They head to the designer closet, and they are trying to find clothes that'll fit her. Amber kept hearing dress to impress, which is what she is trying to do, in fact. She is trying to prove to Miranda she is worthy of the job. We hear Emily and her friend talking bad about her, and they are left speechless when she walks in the room wearing fancy clothes. Okay, so this is like when the divine feminines step into their power, calling all divine feminines. We are called to step into our goddess energy era. Release any energy you gave the masculines. Call your power back from the divine masculine. We then cut to a nighttime shot where Andy's boyfriend and his guy friends are leaving a cafe. Divine Masculine, this is your guy's sign to talk to fellow Divine Masculines about the journey, help each other out on this journey, create your own man cave in the house, and have deep conversation with your guy friends. Be vulnerable around them. I know it's scary, but they know it is painful. This journey is like a bumpy roller coaster with twists and turns, unexpected drops and inclines. Divine Masculines, trust me when I say you guys cannot do this alone. No matter how much your ego thinks you can do it alone, in reality, you cannot. This journey is not for the faint of heart. It is not for the weak and for the weary. So if you are a twin flame, you guys are warriors. All of us are warriors if we are put into the twin flame journey. This journey is the most painful, yet the most wonderful and beautiful journey ever. I love my twin flame with all my heart, no matter how many times he may break Amber's. Amber will talk about her twin flame journey more in a later video about how they met. Sorry again, guys, for a long analogy, but Amber just writes what source tells her to. We see her leaning on the car. He walks past her, and then he walks back, and she said, "What do you think?" And he said, "We better get out of here before my girlfriend shows up." Divine feminines, the divine masculines are in love with every part of you. For those in separation, step into your goddess energy and show the masculine what they are missing. They will feel the shift. Trust me on that one. About 6 days passes by and Miranda sees her in her office, and she is impressed with how she looks. This could be a symbolism that everything will work out. We then cut to dinner with Andy, her boyfriend, and her two best friends, which the girl Lily from musical called Rent, which is my Anna favorite musical, Rent. How many Rent musical movie fans I have out there? Say a whoop whoop. Andy comes to the restaurant late with gifts for everyone. If God provides, I say, give something back, reap what you sow. And the guy friend mentioned something about a python. And this is Anna speaking, of course. It's a funny story. I ate a python before. I actually had a python hot dog before, so I find this interesting. Seeing a python dream is a sign to embrace and accept your own power and not be ashamed of it. Yes, you are the best, and claiming your throne is absolutely right. So no need to feel guilty. Pythons are singular and focused in their approach, and rarely strike in friendships. In other words, shine your light and not be ashamed. Step into your power. Andy gives Lily a new purse. This could represent the load you carry on you every single day. It's a bigger purse than she has now, which can mean she's adding more load to her life. Andy's boyfriend tells his girlfriend, looks like someone's drinking the Kool-Aid. This is symbolic and almost like foreshadowing that she will become everything she hates. The boyfriend and her friends try to keep the pager away from her when Andrea is done speaking with Miranda. She said, "You guys don't need to be such a-holes or jerks." Everyone calls Miranda the Dragon Lady, but later we find out that she is really misunderstood. She has to pick up something from James Holt at a party. Ooh, I keep hearing receiving a blessing. Who is receiving a blessing out there? Excited for you all's blessings out there who is listening to this. He gets her a punch and she meets Christian Thompson, which plays a major role later on. Christian Thompson can play both good and bad guy, depending on the lens you look at it from. We cut to the morning where she calls Andrea to tell everyone to leave in 30 for the preview. This could mean unexpected plans sometimes lead to unscheduled blessings. Because she pursed her lips, James Holt must change the whole collection because Miranda's opinion is the only one that matters. Miranda asks Andrea to deliver a book, and she must follow very specific instructions. And she was told to put book near flower on table, but there is more than one. Same with the because she needs to drop off dry cleaning and put it in there. She's instructed to not talk to anyone. However, the girls help her out, and the girls trick her into going upstairs where she was caught by Miranda. Her kids could be like how karmics trick the divine masculine, and how others that are not the divine feminines are illusions placed to confuse the masculine. The following day, Miranda gives her an impossible task to get the unpublished manuscript of Harry Potter book and by 3 o'clock so she can have a reason to fire her. Andy rushes to get a stick for Miranda while on the phone with what seems like thousands of people. Then she calls Christian Thompson. As she's about to quit, Christian comes through for her. As she's about to quit, Christian comes through for her, and she meets him at a bar and hotel and heads back to Miranda's office. Gets her extra copy while the other two are on the train with the kids, and got Miranda the Starbucks she wanted. Even when things seems impossible, never give up. Funny, because Amber is a Harry Potter fanatic. She is a Hufflepuff. She is doing the kids' science project, which is of the solar system. Whoa, this right here is so important. Let's go deeper. Solar systems is about distance between each planet to the sun. There is separation between the planets, like there is separation in the twin flame journey. No matter how far apart they are, the force of love keeps them together. It goes beyond any distance, any space, or any time. We cut to the scene in a park doing a photo shoot where we get another Nigel scene. He says the modern woman unleashes the animal within. Whoa, that hit Amber hard because that is her haiku. She wrote, it feels like a caged animal trying to escape from the heavy heart of the person within. So hearing that reminded her of the haiku she wrote years ago. It makes me feel like us divine feminine should release our inner animal. Hashtag unleash the beast. He then goes on to say, let me know when your life goes up in smoke. That means it's time for a promotion, or it's time to level up. We cut to Emily being sick, and she is handing Miranda a paper. After a while of overworking, it's normal to get sick, especially as feminines, healers, and empaths. We feel so much energy that it makes us physically sick. Because Emily is sick, she's forced to go with Miranda and Emily to help out at the benefit. Emily and Andrea must memorize lists of names. That's Uncle right there, spirit guide. She is forced to miss Nate's birthday to be at the benefit. We cut to the benefit, and she is wearing a black dress. Could that be releasing the shadow self? Emily doesn't eat so she can get to her goal weight, and will eat a piece of cheese if she feels faint. She is burning out fast, aka. When Emily forgets the name of someone, Andrea helps her out and saves her job. We see a red carpet walking in and out. Could be symbolism that you need to start treating yourself like royalty. We see Christian Thompson and tries to flirt with her, saying if it wasn't for the boyfriend, he would have swooped her away. We see a cupcake with a candle, sweetness of a personality, like and let it shine. Oh, and just a reminder, if you haven't seen Let It Shine, that is the video before this one. Go and take a quick look-see and come on back. Boyfriend goes to sleep sad and depressed, and he still compliments her even after she blew off her boyfriend. We cut to Andrea at Miranda's house, and she said Paris no longer includes Emily, and she asks Andrea to go. Andrea must now tell Emily that it's Andy going to Paris and not Emily. Andy stays up late reflecting on her job and if she's making the right choice. As she was calling Emily, Emily gets hit by a car, and Andrea sees her at the hospital. Emily is depressed and is mad that she accepted the offer, knowing Emily wanted to go. Andy saying she didn't have a choice is like saying she was forced to, but Miranda said the choice was hers. The phrase, I didn't have a choice, foreshadowing Starstruck video to come. She goes to Lily's art show, and Christian is there again, and this time she flirts with him back. And Lily sees and says, I don't know this Andy. And she said, the Andy I know is madly in love with Nate. Nate hears about Paris and gets angry. Nate says, the person who calls you always take is the person whose call you always take is the one in your relationship with, which is very true. We cut to Paris at night and we see her at fashion shows. This could be getting rewards for hard work. Christian is there and says she owes her for the Harry Potter. Such a karmic move, of course. There is a scene where Miranda has been crying, and we find out she's having yet another divorce. When they get back to New York, they must call Leslie to see how they can minimize the press on her newest divorce. She is work obsessed, like I said earlier. They have fancy clothes, but at what cost? She's losing everything for a job. Nigel comes and tells her good news about the job, and they celebrate with champagne. He said for the first time ever in 18 years, he's going to be able to call the shots in his own life. Wow, he's so used to being controlled in his life that he forgot about how it feels to make his own decisions. Christian talks trash about Miranda while at dinner with Christian. He takes advantage while at dinner with Andy. He takes advantage of her and takes her to the hotel. Andrea sees the magazine and tries to warn her that they want to get rid of her. She tries to warn Miranda, but it is too late. Banquet starts and she introduces the girl as head of runway instead of Nigel. In the limo, she tells Miranda she could never do what she did to Nigel. And she said, you did it to Emily, that she chose to get ahead. They get out of the limo, but when Miranda said everyone wants to be us, Andrea realized this isn't what she wants. She throws the pager into the water and walks away. The totem is like an electromagnetic device that takes a lot of energy, give it too much energy, and becomes powerful and can overtake your whole life. Her throwing the pager away represents throwing the totem and saying goodbye to a part of her life. She meets Nate for lunch and finds out he got the job in Boston. And Nate wants to work things out and they will move together to Boston. She then had an interview, and the guy interviewing her got a fax from Miranda saying out of all the assistants, she is the best. Andrea is by far her biggest disappointment. And if he doesn't hire her, he is an idiot. This is because she worked her butt off to prove everyone wrong who said she couldn't. She then calls Emily and asks her to take clothes she got from Paris. The movie ends with Miranda seeing Andrea and her smiling, then yelling at the driver saying, go, as if it was symbolic that Miranda wants her to follow her dreams. Thank you so much for listening and watching our video. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all the things. And we love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. This was another installment of Twin Flame Connections movie, The Devil Wears Prada. Please let us know your comments and thoughts below, and we will see you in the next one. This is Amber and Anna. Bye.